All right, everyone. My time has come to an end for the day. It was a good day. We had Mario Party together. I was here when we hit 2K. I got to see that really cool DKCG run. Y'all got another half of the donkey block. Well, the schedule is apparently... Hang on. Am I a fool? Am I a fool? I am a fool. I'm glad that I remembered that I'm a fool. Oh boy, that would have been embarrassing. I would have had egg all over my face. We're good. Y'all are good. Thank you so much for everybody who rolled in, but it's now time for me to roll out. I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands. He's my friend and yours. He's Dale Duck.
Hello, I am Dale Duck. That's me. I'm here, and I'm in charge of the entire stream for the next 2.5 hours.
You are. Poor Dale. We left him in charge of the whole thing.
Yes, you did. But
Well,
I'm
technically
well
we didn't,
prepared.
but you're a trooper and you are here to help.
Yes, I am. I didn't know we hit 2,000. That was a pleasant surprise to wake up from my evening nap to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Was that recent? Was that?
I was about an hour ago. Yeah.
That's kind of wild. It's
It
crazy.
is kind of wild. We raised so much money for Gerri, and we have a lot more to go, but I'm going to let Dale tell you all about that. So, have a good night, y'all.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I don't really have a whole lot to say. CJ hasn't already said. I just want to commend everyone on being amazing. Every time Speed Docs does one of these charity marathons, every time they accept money, it's like immediately way higher than anyone could have possibly expected it to. And we still have a whole nother day tomorrow. I think we can hit 3K. I think we can hit more than 3K. I think we can hit 4K and possibly force CJ to do something like we usually do when we do these marathons. But not gonna keep you waiting too long. I know we are a little bit behind here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just bring us on over to Donkey Kong Country 3 with bluebeary26. So stay tuned. Yo, what is up, everyone? We are here with our boy bluebeary26, ready for Donkey Kong Country 3. Take it away.
Hello and welcome. So yeah, this is going to be 103% Donkey Kong Country 3, and with me for commentary I have my friend Void. Void, you want to introduce yourself?
Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome.
Yep. So yeah, Blue's gonna be doing 103%, and what 103 entails in this game is all bonuses, all levels, all DK coins, all banana burrs, all the everything.
All
So, yeah,
the everything.
There's gonna be over 2 hours of content on the stream, so make sure to get hype, get those donations in, and roll deep.
Hell yeah. I am ready whenever. Should I just give a countdown?
Yeah, go ahead and count me in.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so right off
gamer.
Oh, thank you. So right off the bat, compared to any percent, we're actually going to save at Wrinkly, and that's because we have to finish after post K Rule 1, and we also have no, not that. It's because we have got to visit the banana caves at the very end, and if you don't save, the game soft locks. So there's already a. You can do a Wrinkly skip there, but I am not consistent with it, so I'm just not even gonna bother.
Yeah, the wrinkly skip there saves about 4 seconds. Fairly minor in the grand scheme of things, but it is a time save nonetheless. So as you can see, there's going to be like a lot of your basic DKC movement, roll in through enemies to gain speed, jump around, and we're going to make use of some warp barrels, in particular in World 2 later on. But yeah, Blue just cleared his first bonus. Worth noting, the gimmick that Blue had to go through to get into that bonus, which involved using Kitty's weight to break the floor. That's the only instance where you'll see this mechanic for the rest of the run. So I hope you guys liked it.
Don't flick because it already happened.
Yeah.
So
there are a few different bonus themes. This one is grab the green bananas. The green bananas are based on patterns that are fixed as you enter the bonus. And yeah, like you can bleed a lot of time because of those green banana bonuses.
They really suck.
Yeah, like I've watched Sui yesterday. Sui is the world record holder for this category as of like 2 days ago. And yeah, and that green banana bonus that Blue just did, like Sui gets like a 19, and on average, like
Jesus.
a normal runner gets maybe like a 14, 15 at best. So
How
yeah,
is he getting a 19? What?
he just knows, dude. He has the foresight.
Damn.
Yeah, anyways, 1-2, the gimmick in 1-2 is to pull on these handles to make the doors drop, and you can after that cross them before they close. Another fairly straightforward bonus.
A lot of these bonuses are extremely straightforward.
Yeah, this one's another example of a fairly straightforward bonus.
Oh, we didn't explain. So I gotta collect bear coins. We need the 55 technically bear coins, 5 for a shell and 50 for the mirror, and both of them is for banana birds. But you can get away with not getting the 5 for the shell by stealing it, basically. We'll get more into that when we.
Yeah, we'll explain it in due time. But yeah, just to let you guys know that yeah, we need to collect some bear coins along the way, and the run, the 103 run, is routed pretty neatly around those bear coins to avoid a revisit of World 6 later on. And here we have our first banana cave. Just a simple game of Simon Says. This one starts with 4 inputs, but by the end of the run, the final banana bird cave that you'll have to do has 9 inputs.
Monka. This is now the first time we're gonna see Kitty.
Yeah, so Kitty is the only one of the 2 Kongs that you can control in this game that throws the other properly. Is 37 possible? Not in this game.
237 is possible.
You wish, though. Yeah, 150-37 or 149-37, maybe. You're gonna have to ask Sui for that one. Oh, something worth mentioning, actually. So, in this game, for pretty much like almost the entire run, except for like, I think, let me think, two levels in World 5 and World 8. Every stage has 2 bonuses. So like that has been normalized from DKC2, where every stage had maybe between 1 and 3 bonuses, but in this game it's like 2 bonuses for each level up until World 8.
Yeah.
So it was a cute strat to get past the fish and the bee.
Thank you. Came up with it myself. I'll come up to my favorite trick of DKC3 is called Just Defend. And I absolutely adore this trick. It's my favorite trick in all of speedrunning.
Yeah, so what Blue did is you can roll through those crimps by essentially tricking them into thinking that you're rolling through them from behind. And all you have to do is just press the same direction that they're facing as you're about to roll through them. And ice physics do make this quite a bit easier. And it's also very convenient because the Just Defend that Blue did is in the same spot as a bear coin, a hidden bear coin. So you need to jump there, my dude. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Jump and then throw the tin
a little
can.
carried away there, I guess. Yes. It's fine.
Yeah, taking damage there is not the end of the world, as long as you don't get trolled after the bonus.
Should be alright.
That's
Okay.
safe.
Safe.
So now 1-5 is where we'll see the first major trick of the run. Assuming Blue is gonna go for it.
I will, but it's for second visit.
Yeah, obviously, because like
Yeah.
I mean, at the point you're at, like Kitty going into like solo Kitty going into this level is pretty slow. But yeah, so like there are several ways to do this level. The way Blue is gonna do it is he's gonna grab the warp barrel and backtrack through this level up until this bonus, complete this bonus, and then complete the stage. And him taking damage there is intentional. It fixes his Kong order because for the upcoming trick, you would want to have Dixie in front.
Hopefully I can show it off. It's a
Yeah,
2-frame
only-
window, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is finishing this level first before attempting the trick means that you can start select out of the level if you don't get it. Okay, this is Ellie Skip.
Almost got it, actually. I think I was.
Oh, you're just gonna go?
late.
Alright,
I'll
that's
keep
fair.
going. Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll just give it one.
So yeah, it's a pretty tricky trick to put it simply. You want to essentially slide under the barrel, and you want to do so by like keeping as much momentum as possible. If you don't have enough momentum, which is what happened to Blue right there, you're gonna slide under the barrel, but you're not quite gonna make it. So when you're gonna cancel your crouch, you're gonna end up entering the barrel. And yeah, I mentioned several ways of doing this level. If you do this level in only one trip, meaning that you enter the stage and you go for early skip right away and you get it, and then you complete the level and the bonuses all at once, it saves like, I think, 20 to 25 seconds. The way Blue did it, the way he routed it, if he had gotten the trick, he would have saved maybe like 15 out of those 25. Which is still like a pretty significant time save.
All the bosses in DKC3 are unique, to say them at least. That was a belcher. Alright, and that's World 1. We're gonna come back to it at the very end of the run, because you're probably wondering what is that house, that little island, and you'll find out probably like an hour and 50 minutes from now. So this is gonna be the first zip. Try and explain it after I do it. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm interrupting the throw, and then I'm going to be moving Kitty a decent distance away from Dixie, and this is going to try and get the game to warp Kitty to where Dixie's position is, which is way above. It's actually the next ledge that's above me, which just so happens to be where the warp barrel is.
So that zip saves about 4 seconds. It's not particularly difficult to do, but it's another trick that can cause a lot of resets.
There's one more zip right here. This one only saves, I believe, 0.6.
Yeah, I never went for that one.
But same concept. Go right to above, then it just skips that little rope section. You don't have to do it. But I got the nice roll, and I didn't react to it. You can roll and just, instead of jumping onto the entrance, go right to that barrel, and it's really nice. And I took damage. Okay.
Okay.
Not a bad
The taking
2-1.
damage there is annoying. Blue's gonna have to enter the second bonus, the natural route.
Natural route.
Natural route, yeah. If you have 2 Kongs, you can instead just go straight to the right as you're done with this rope climb and team up into that barrel, which is where the flight post is.
Now we got everyone's favorite green banana bonus.
Yep, another one. You want to be Kitty for this one because Kitty's hitbox is larger than Dixie's. And also, like, I'm pretty sure his turnaround animation on the rope is faster. That was not bad.
I try to predict it to save a little time, but I got kind of messed up by that, but that's okay. So Riverside Race, we're gonna have to beat the 1:15 timer to get into the banana cave here. So, not really a huge deal, but it's definitely something to keep in mind.
Did you say 115?
1:15 we gotta beat, yeah.
Isn't it 215?
Brash's time? No, I believe it's 1:15.
Actually, yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm drunk.
Yo, sign me up.
Yeah, this is the first level. Also, this bonus sucks.
Yes, it does.
Failing this bonus is a pretty massive time loss, and like that fish in the middle of the pond is really trolly. But this is basically like the speed run levels, like Blue said. He's essentially racing against the timer in the bottom right.
We're taking a little bonus DK coin grab breaks.
Yep. Pretty cool bonus. If you delay your roll through the second guy, it lines up through the last 3.
I'm gonna do a little damage boost here to keep Kitty in front.
Yep, little D boost. The intended strat would be to get to the right side of the spawn and use Kitty's water balance animation. Nice 102.
So thank you.
Can someone in chat tell me what the name of this level is? Would really help the stream out.
So by going into the warp barrel, we skip technically the entire second half. We're only going to be entering it for the bonus and DK coin that's conveniently right at the beginning of the second section. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
The gimmick of this level is you have to kill those mouse or mice, I guess the plural of mouse, in these wheels to open doors. And yeah, like Blue said, the last section is like pretty long, and yeah, it's just simply not worth doing over entering the warp barrel and completing the level and re-entering. Millennium Mill, I like that name.
The daily.
Millennium Mill.
First instance of team throwing properly. Oh, no gland seed. Did you see that where Glenn he just wanted the bonus, he got all the right side, then all the left side?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. It's like almost the opposite of what you're getting.
Yeah, that was really bad. That was extremely bad.
That was garbage. I've gotten 15 before in that bonus, just so you know.
Jesus, man.
What are you doing?
I don't know how to. I never know how to optimally do that. I hit him, and then I despawn the elevator and go back.
Really? You don't need to hit the rat.
Oh yeah, you don't at all.
Yeah, this is not the Untitled warpless race times 25.
Wow. Yeah, I'm doing runs all this time. I didn't even realize that. Nice.
Yeah. Have you not watched the tape, Blue? Come on.
I feel so dumb. Like, kill the rat for the fans, alright? All these fans that don't like rats, they're dead now.
Yeah, for sure. I understand.
I can't
completely.
believe that.
Yeah.
Fine. We don't need to talk about it.
There's another level where it's faster to enter the war barrel at the beginning, get to the end, and get the last bonus, and then backtrack.
This level
Then
has
just doing
super
the
sick
level in
kitty
one trip.
platforming.
Was that?
This level has super sick kitty platforming.
Yeah, Kitty is much better than you would think when it comes to vertical platforming. You would think, oh, he large, he big, but like Dixie's landing animation on platforms is just so slow. It's so incredibly slow and tedious. Also, dying to that bee is also incredibly slow and tedious.
I wanted to show off the kitty platforming one more time.
Yeah,
you guys missed
it. The safe strat in this level, like when you do the second visit, would be to grab that DK barrel at the beginning, but Blue goes in raw, so he doesn't care about grabbing a safety barrel.
I forgot, so fine. I never usually go for it, I'm sorry. It's fine, we're not gonna die twice, it's fine. We're not even gonna, yeah, we're fine. This is fine.
You gotta squeeze in between that bee and the branch, which is pretty tight and pretty scary considering you only have one Kong. But yeah, Blue did it. It was alright. Yeah, another pretty spooky bonus, so you have to go around that red bee and grab those green bananas. Kind of annoying.
I'm not getting good RNG luck with this green banana bonus lately. So that's okay.
If you guys are like, man, there sure are a lot of green banana bonuses. in this game. I replied to that, there like I think World 2 has like the highest density of green banana bonuses. Like World 2 has actually like quite a bit of variance because of those bonuses in this category. Which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Select, since we already completed the stage, and now we can go visit Brash. And yeah, Brash's world's record got beaten. He doesn't have #1 spot on speedrun.com anymore, so what does he do? He gets mad, just like any speedrunner who would lose their #1 spot on speedrun.com. And yeah, that's gonna unlock a path to a banana bird cave.
Which my anger unlocked a path. That's cute. I never heard that kind of analogy.
I mean, I just came up with it.
I liked it a lot.
I think it was an Oncas that I was watching the other day who got a banana bird cave where it was 5 of the same inputs in a row. I don't remember if it was 5 A's or 5 B's, but like he got it and like it was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny. Alright, this is Glan Can. This is a pretty cool trick that Glan found. Shouts to Glan. And yeah, you can skip the Ellie Barrel in this level by doing that. Nice. There's an alternative that's like a little bit faster, but much less consistent. Like the Glan Can. The Glan Can is a certified strat of the Void.com Academy of playing well at Donkey Kong Country. And so yeah, not being Ellie in this stage completely breaks it, and it actually saves a ton of time. A cool little trick that Blue did there. You can throw the tin can and wait before spawning the coin on screen, and by doing so you can actually sneak the tin can behind the coin.
I'm not supposed to be Dixie there, but I kind of accidentally took damage, so
yeah.
Kind of route on the fly there. Alright, and that's World 2.
World 2 after this boss. This boss is pretty difficult. The pain of pretty much every new runner of DKC3. I cooked. Alright, no soft lock. Nice, nice.
No, it's not GDQ. Still haunts my dreams. Alright, now we're gonna go see Funky.
It's also not Festival either.
It's not Festival.
I mean, I soft locked on Eric during Festival. I was so annoyed.
Oh, did you? Yo!
Yeah.
Shouts to pulling a blueberry. Let's go. Literally only happened twice since I run this game. Twice. And once of them was a GDQ.
Hell.
The cool thing about this... Oh, by the way, we're now entering World 3, and I won't hear any other arguments otherwise.
Yeah, Mechanos is World 3.
So, compared to 1 and 2, where Funky only has 1 vehicle, in DKC 3, as you beat the worlds, you get different parts from bosses, and you take it to Funky, and he's going to upgrade to different boats, which allows you to explore the island. I think is a really cool concept. Even when I was a kid, I thought it was amazing, and I mean, it still is kind of cute. So now we're going to Fireball Frenzy, which is a much longer stage.
Yeah, when you're running any percent, this is essentially where the run starts, because by that point, all you've seen are warp barrels, and this is like the first action that you get in the run. In 103, this is kind of where the run normalizes. Like you would like in the first 2 worlds in 103, you do a lot of content that you don't normally do in any percent. And starting from this world, which is world 3 by the way, you already are mostly familiar with what you're doing. You're essentially just taking detours to grab bonuses and DK coins.
I think I accidentally missed a coin somewhere, but that's okay.
But you got an extra by re-entering 2-4, so you should be still fine.
Yeah. So this is the first green bonus that every runner hates.
Yeah, so Blue did the strat of throw your cousin, and oh, nice.
Nice hitbox.
Very good
Wow.
and intuitive hitboxes.
Did you see the difference between Kitty and the fireball? There's so much space.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this bonus is a pain in the butt. The butt cheeks.
Oh my goodness, I'm upset with this game right now.
But yeah, so the throw your cousin strat, I was talking about the throw your cousin strat. Yeah, Blue threw Dixie there, and when you throw your Kong like that, their hitbox is still active, so they can still take damage and die, or they can, in this case, collect green bananas. So yeah, Blue throws Dixie in that spot, and there are 2 spawns guaranteed for green bananas there, so it saves a tiny bit of time and movement. If everything else goes well in that bonus. Alright, safe.
Safe.
And now we have our first auto-scroller. Type 1 in the chat room if you love auto-scrollers. Alright, not a whole lot to say about this level. The one main thing is, like, the one main thing worth noting is probably the number of bear coins that you want to collect in this level. Like, understandably, in auto-scrollers, like, because you can't really optimize too much in them, you really want to try and get your hands on as many bear coins as possible. Blue here takes an intentional deboost so that it's a little bit faster to get fired out of this barrel right there.
It also corrects your Kong order for Ripsaw coming up.
Yep, and also for the end of this level, because it's a little faster to collect the DK coin with Kitty. Yo, good stuff, gamers, on completing the community challenge.
Yo, hell
That is
yeah.
what I like to see. Alright, so we got another auto-scroller, but this one has a cool trick at the beginning of it. Cool trick that is actually all exclusive to this category. Which is just another vertical zip, but this was the first one that got found. You messed that up.
Not sure how I messed that up. That's okay.
I think you like messed up the camera manipulation one way or another.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was supposed to save like 10 seconds. Blue probably saved like 1, but he was still able to showcase the zip.
Sorry, gamer.
Just like you just couldn't like close the deal at the very end, at least like to grab the full savings. But he was still able to showcase the zip, so gaming.
Shallow gaming. Sorry, fam.
Rolling shallow.
Rolling shallow.
Yeah. Anyways, the rest of this level is just boring auto-scroller. It's like the painful thing about running this game when you're running any percent at least. Like you're done with the first 2 worlds and you go into World 3. This is World 3, by the way, and you have to do Fireball Frenzy, which is a fairly difficult level, and you follow that up with 2 auto-scrollers back to back. This one having close to 0 time-saving tech. Like the only tech in this level that saves time is saving the rats. If you don't kill the rats, you save like 2 frames per rat or something like that.
Something like that,
and,
yeah. It's like, I think like 1/10 of a second overall.
Yeah, it makes grinding early games fairly tedious. When you're doing 103, it's a little bit more bearable because you have stuff to do.
This is the first one where if you miss a green banana, you actually don't lose much time at all. One of, I think, 2 bonuses that are
but
like
you
that.
can't miss more than 1. If you miss more than 1, then you'll reach the top with the saw before the others will have fully spawned, so you won't be able to collect all of them after that. Which is pretty tragic. Alright, so blazing bazookas. So, who's gonna take an intentional deboost here once again and then die?
Then die.
Because he only has 1 Kong. So the real reason you want to take an intentional deboost here is twofold. You want to have Dixie in front for this level, and you also only want to have 1 Kong. Because, like I mentioned earlier, the barrels that automatically fire you out, they can only do so after both Kongs enter the barrel. So if you have 2 Kongs, it takes close to a second longer per barrel that you enter. And in this level, you enter a few barrels. By a few, I mean like probably like 4 or 5. Like the time save is actually pretty insane between only having 1 Kong and having both Kongs for this level. Thank you, Glenn, for posting Mechanos the Third World of DKC3. Cool strat here to grab the DK coin. I like this movement a lot. So here another deboost to put Kitty in front this time. Now we're gonna deboost again to get into the second bonus. I'm taking a look at it. Like there are quite a few deboosts in this level in 103.
Yeah.
At 90%, you would just do this level with solo Dixie.
Triple roll there makes that bonus so much more consistent.
Always done like a roll at the beginning and then bonked my head on like the small ceiling. Like the window for that is pretty tight, but that's what worked best for me back in the day.
Right.
Okay. So Logi Labyrinth is the gamer grass level because everything is green and smoky. And you're also like really slow and sluggish. If you make a mistake in this level, it costs you a lot more time than if this were a normal level because of how slow everything is.
Yeah.
So Blue wants to keep both Kongs up until around here, where he's gonna.
Or I'm just gonna slowly turn into the parrot and go to that first bonus up there.
Yep. So yeah, ideally Blue would have kept the Kong like 2 seconds longer than when I called the deboost.
Yep.
But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, you want to deboost there and have Kitty in this bonus because Kitty's hitbox is massive and it helps you collect those stars a lot quicker than the purple parrot would.
Yeah, he does it at 14, Squawks I think at low 13, high 12. Something like that.
Yeah.
Not a good start to the run, but that's okay.
And shouts to Gil, who to this day is still stuck in Logi Labyrinth.
Oh, poor guy.
I like this bonus quite a bit.
Yeah, it's cute.
You're cute.
See why.
$49. Yeah, you definitely missed a few coins. I think you should have like 31 or 32.
Yeah, I usually have 32 by here.
No. You did have a nice number of bananas, though. I don't know if anyone in chat noticed. But yeah, taking damage there, obviously not part of the plan.
Okay, this is the backup run of everyone's dreams, apparently.
This is the backup run. Alright, that's okay.
Fine. We'll get through this.
Yeah, the ending was still decent. Alright, so now we've got one cycle chaos coming up.
Oh, yeah.
One cycle chaos
yeah.
is essentially the defining trick of the U version of Donkey Kong Country 3. And since this 103 is ran on the U version, this is the defining trick of the run. It's free. I believe in Blue.
Someone has to. Okay, that was almost somewhat saved.
Dude, if you had saved that, I would have probably donated like my entire life savings to GDQ. Cause like, yeah, that was
quite the almost save.
that was something. That was something. I don't really see how you messed up the second hit. You were probably too low.
I think I was. Yeah. All in all, though, that was an above-average chaos for me, so I'll take it.
Yeah, 2 cycle is fine. Honestly, 2 cycle only loses like, I don't know, like 10 seconds.
I'd like J
over 1
chaos
cycle.
so much better.
Well, you're entitled to your terrible opinion.
It's alright. Now we're on to World 4.
Yep, World 4. Definitely World 4.
Can we get the yeah? Oh no, oh dang. The best 5 combinations is AY, AYA.
AY. Shouts to Tokyo 90.
Waterworld is a very underrated track in DKC3. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
On guard, by the way.
This level, though, fairly straightforward. The bonuses are fairly straightforward. The movement's very straightforward.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned it, but when it comes to water levels, corners and your hitbox, kind of like if you know anything about DKC2, it's kind of the same, where your hitbox and the walls is very deceptive, and you're kind of it looks like you're clipping in it, but you're not. You just gotta like know the hitbox on both the wall and your Kongs. It's really hard to describe.
Very, very unintuitive.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, this is not a level that you're at risk of dying.
No. Also, On Guard in DKC3 is arguably the strongest version of On Guard in the entire trilogy.
Yeah, On Guard in this game is broken. All you have to do is mash Y, and you're pretty much invincible, except for like 2 frames of the animation of one particular underwater enemy. We'll mention that later. Yeah, if you're enjoying this marathon right now, please donate for a good cause. It would really help the stream out.
Yes, please do. Definitely raising money to a good cause. So for all these water levels, coin is always going to be at the end.
Yeah, because coins can't be, they can't breathe underwater. Contrary to the Kongs can breathe underwater.
So you've seen a lot of D-boost in Blazing Bazooka. This is also another level that has quite a bit of D-boost.
Yeah, this one has, I think, 2. I'm gonna be deboosting here, and 1 more later after the first bonus.
I don't usually grab that bear coin because it's a little slow, but I'm also really behind bear coins right now.
Yeah, you're low, so you need to grab it. I have that bear coin in my main route, I think. Only very carefully, Adventure Potato. Coming up, we're gonna be seeing our first instance of Perry the Parallel Bird. And Perry is gonna be very useful for the second bonus.
Until 8-1, where Perry is very annoying.
Yeah, well, just don't get hit, forehead.
Okay. I didn't mean to roll there, I thought...
Yeah, you don't need to roll
okay.
there.
It's okay. Fine.
But if you collect the first, like, 2 columns of stars properly, all you have to do after that is hold Y and right. And Perry collects the stars.
It's very similar to the second bonus in 1-3, where you're just holding Y and right the entire time. It's automatic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we don't even kill Perry, we keep her with us. She just flies off and is free to her family, or wherever she goes.
Very tragic.
Cute little water bounce there.
Yeah, I saw that.
In case you missed your green banana bonuses, I know it's been a while, but, you know, to all those 1 to 2 fans of the green banana bonuses, it's back now. I press jump out of the water, but okay. We unfortunately need Dixie just to enter the first bonus, so gonna have to take a little step to get that DK barrel. We're gonna be swapping right back to Kitty once we enter that bonus. That's just because he's got such a much bigger hitbox, and grabbing the stars, as optimal as it is to do it with Dixie, you can get a 13, which is what you get with Kitty, assuming if my select button lets me swap. Okay. But it's really challenging. This is probably going to be like an 8. I spent like 12 years trying to press select. A 9. Okay, I was close.
Close enough. I think optimally in that bonus you can get a 14.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Here's our friend Ellie the elephant. So optimally, this is the only time you ever see her. And Squirt, I guess. You're not supposed to really see her for 1-5 or 2-5.
It's Stampede Sprint.
Oh, I guess you see her more often than I thought.
This is the first time you willingly transform into Ellie. Reason being, the signposts later in the level will give you a tin can in exchange for Ellie, and you can use the tin can to get the DK coin. And you gotta be really careful with that tin can. If you lose the tin can, you'll have to re-enter the level and do it all over again. Haha.
Haha.
And that tin can is very trolly. It can despawn really easily.
Oh yeah, we never even talked about DKC 3 ledges yet.
Yeah. Let me talk about the DKC3 ledges real quick.
They're bullshit.
Yes. They eat your inputs so often. You thought DKC2 ledges are bad.
Well,
they can be, don't get me wrong, but DKC3 ledges are far worse.
The DKC2 ledges, like the ones in World 5, are like essentially take those ledges and like copy paste them all over the stupid game, and that's the ledges you get.
So speaking about trolls, this is Nibla. Nibla sucks, and very rarely, every once in a while, he will literally despawn. And you'll be swimming around for like about 20 seconds with no fish. And you'll try and get him back. You can even try backtracking, you know. And he won't come back until near the end of the level, right before the last 3 urchins. He always comes back. He's always mad, and he always bites you.
Yep.
Every time. Why it happens, I don't know. How it happens and how the rarity happens when he flies away, again, I don't know. But it does, and it sucks. Also, he bobs up and down. That's his idle animation as he's following you. And if he's bobbing down, depending on your momentum, sometimes he doesn't catch the fish that you're trying to get, because likely we don't really want to stop or wiggle like that. So that way he eats the fish and doesn't bite us. And every once in a while, you're going to have to do that because Nibla. So,
because Nibla, the quote-unquote animal buddy.
Yeah. So, Long story short, after my little ramble there, Nibla sucks, and I really don't like him.
Has everybody gotten that in the chat room? Please say it again for the people in the back, Blue.
It just, yeah. Okay.
Pay attention, goddammit.
I'm paying attention. Shh. Nothing happened. This is fine. This is all fine and damn. Eat the lamb lurchin. Thank you.
You almost got owned right there.
Gosh,
So yeah,
man.
normally you would take a D-boost there, but since Blue only had one Kong, he had to do the intended strat, which was to have Nibla eat the clam. This is a very cool bonus concept, but it is so incredibly tedious and difficult to optimize because, once again, Nibla sucks.
Yep. Not a bad fish food though, honestly. But
Yeah,
a little...
aside from that part where you stopped paying attention, that was pretty decent.
I thought we were going to talk about it. Nothing happened. So now this is the time where chat gets to decide what Squirt is. I'll let you all discuss it yourself, put whatever picture you think he is as a kid. You let your imagination soar what you think this wonderful specimen is.
Jar Jar Binks.
George.
What's Jar Jar Binks' species again? Gungan? Yeah, that's a Gungan. Yeah, there you go.
Interesting theory. I'll take it. Does Gungan also have weakness of water?
Probably.
Okay, then yes, I approve of this.
if they get water in their eyes, probably. There you go. We're done with World 4, boys.
I'm just gonna butt in here with a quick donation. We do have $20 from Calcium Lemon saying Adventure Potato can pick where the money goes. So let me know where that goes, Adventure Potato.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation. That was very kind of you.
Thank you for the donation. Also, shouts to Adventure Potato.
Shouts to Adventure Potato.
Yeah. So I guess we haven't really talked about how the progression works in this game, but yeah, you can do either Mechanos or Cotton Top Cove in any order you want, and each of those worlds give you a ski, and you can hand out both skis to Funky after clearing both worlds to get the what is it called?
Turbo ski.
The Turbo Ski. There you go, the Turbo Ski. And the Turbo Ski can climb waterfalls because that's what turbo skis do in real life.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, now we're in World 5, and World 5 is where the run gets really difficult and intense. This level in particular, this level is a huge pain in any percent. In 103, it's a little easier. Since you have two Kongs at once, optimally in any percent you would want to have only one Kong, but yeah, it still doesn't really matter that you can get hit at any point because it's slow. I like the strat. We call it keg and ass. So yeah, after from halfway onwards, ideally Blue doesn't take damage so that he can keep both Kongs for this team throw to get into the second bonus. That was the part I was mentioning when I meant that it's not even though you have both Kongs, which makes this level safer in this category than in any percent, it's still not you're still not impervious to some nonsense happening. Turbo Omega Gamer RGB Ski. Okay. Thank you, Gamer Liquefy, for the lore. Alright, nicely done.
Thank you.
And guess what? We got another scroller right
Whoa.
here.
Before an
Tearaway
auto-scroller, we got a
toboggan.
really actually difficult bonus, so I'm not
Yeah, this
consistent with it.
bonus is really tough. There are several strats. I'm not sure what strat Blue's gonna go for. Okay, Blue went for the hardest strat. Didn't get it, unfortunately, so...
Sorry, wait, re-enter.
Yeah. He's gonna have to re-enter after completing the level, because after the bonus, the game immediately puts you in the sled, and you have to move along. Another thing worth pointing out, because this is an auto-scroller, you'll have to make sure to collect all the bear coins available in this level. This level has actually like a lot of bear coins available to you. And I'm noticing that Blue is like really low on bear coins right now, so yeah, ideally...
Almost got balloon jump.
Balloon jump is a banned strat in any percent for what it's worth.
42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 48. I'm too short. I'm too short. Too short. If I got Kitty in front, you know what, I'm just gonna team throw. Probably be better.
Yeah. I think that's what he should do. That'd be the play. Classic.
Thank you. That's fine.
Yeah, the first time in that bonus what Blue attempted was bounce on the first beetle with Dixie, but the window for that is pretty tight.
Yeah. This bonus also really sucks.
Yeah, this is arguably the worst bonus in the game. The hitbox of those barrels falling down a waterfall is really awkward. It's a green banana bonus. It's extremely laggy, which means that some of your inputs can get eaten as a result. It's awful.
Anything above a 10 though, I will take. It's really good.
Yep, not bad at all.
The only good thing so far that's happened this run.
Yo, thank you for the cat update, Funyuns.
Up in 3, up in 3, up in 3, up in 3. Oh,
At least you tried.
did try.
Very tight strat there. I don't think I've ever gone for it. Or like practiced it really.
I'm starting to get it lately, but yeah, I'm kind of bad at it too. For this one, I still don't know if it's faster to team throw the ending or just jump to the coin. I do both sometimes.
Yeah. Last I heard about this bonus was that team throwing is slower. But it can be like much slower. Also, I don't even remember who told me that information. Ananka's maybe? Nice 2-1 jump.
Thank you.
Nice 2-1 jump again.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
46,
So
47,
45.
49. I can get 50 without re-entering. No, I can try at 50. If I don't get it.
No, you can't. Trust me, you can't. You should re-enter this level.
Alright, we'll go for 52 then. If I'm down for 50, I'll just do 50.
Like if anything, like I feel like you should re-enter this level twice and get 54. 54 will guarantee that you'll get it.
Alright.
I don't exactly remember how many bear coins there are in Lemguin actually. Are you saying that there are only 2?
There's 2.
Two? Yeah, okay.
And then
Yeah, there are 3 later in this level,
here.
which puts you at 50. So yeah, you should re-enter this level.
Yeah, I can get to 50 without re-entering levels.
Yeah. Getting the shell robbery at 50 bear coins though is borderline impossible. You need like task inputting, and even then, I still don't think it's possible. I think 51 is like the lowest a human has ever gotten to get it.
Really?
I feel like Sui has gotten it at 51. He's gotten it at 52 for sure.
My PB has 50.
How?
And I can't tell you how, just I've done it before.
Doubt. Are you sure?
Yeah. You're positive. That's like I took damage there. That was great. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
Donate to Blueberry so you can buy a mirror.
Okay, we're gonna go this
What are you doing, man? It's just like go to the right.
I'm trying to do this with the least amount of webs and movement, and
Well, you sure about that?
I'm trying here, okay? Oh, okay.
This is my favorite bonus in the game. This bonus is really sick.
Yeah, it's very creative.
Once you're done with it, then you judge what your aim was based on your final time. This was definitely NA aim.
That was perfect. What are you talking about?
Perfect time in this bonus is like, what is it? Is it 30?
You're asking the wrong guy, dude. I'm sorry.
I don't remember. It's definitely like a perfect time in that bonus is definitely not the time Blue just got. Let's just put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Gamer Crunchy Brown. What's poppin', dude? Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome. The jump was so early.
Oh yeah, Lemguin. So the Lemguin's hitboxes are terrible.
Yeah, they make literally no sense.
And very whack. So basically, when the Lemguin is airborne, you can't take damage from it. But when it's floored, you can roll through them at specific times only.
Yeah.
From above. It has to be from above. It has to be at a specific time. Like it's so whack. You can't roll through them from behind like that spot Blue was in. Like it looked tempting to roll through the Lemguin from behind, but that would have killed him. Like, you can't do that.
You can just defend them though.
Yeah, I was about to say like you can probably just defend that, but imagine just defending Lemguins. Didn't get owned on the end. Good.
So if you know any percent, we got Bleak Skip, and Bleak Skip is a very Ligma trick. But in 103, we don't have to do that because we have to collect the bonus coin, so thankfully. Oh, so this is almost Ayaya.
I have a question, Blue.
So,
What's Ligma?
Ligma nuts. Got him.
Oh, shit! Unbelievable. Yeah, so Blue did the Banana Bird Cave and visited Blizzard. He got the present from Blizzard. The present will be delivered to Blue the Bear. Not Blue the speedrunner, Blue the Bear. And Blue the Bear will give you a bowling ball. And Blue, you'll have to deliver the bowling ball to Bazooka the Bear. And Bazooka the Bear will use the bowling ball to unlock the final Banana Bird Cave. But that's going to be later. I'm just giving you a preview of what's going to happen. Like, there's nothing happening in this boss fight. Anyways, this boss fight sucks. We all hate this guy. This guy is stupid. He sucks. He makes everything worse about DKC3 speedrun. Like, even when you have to fight him, there's RNG about it. His hitbox is terrible.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the robbery. So what we're going to do is attempt to buy the mirror, and then the coins are going to be counting down very quickly to, like, as if you spent the 50 coins, but because they're still in my inventory, they still count as I have them. 1 second.
Alright, nice.
So as they were counting down, the game is checking what your bear coin total was, and it was above 5, even though it was counting down from when I bought the mirror. So it succeeded in the check, so it gave you the coin. So it gave you the shell.
Yeah, so if you match fast enough, then you can end up buying the shell with less than 55 total bear coins, because the counter for the bear coins you own is sticking down as you're buying the mirror.
So the reason I went to 0 is because it checked that I had 5, so I let 2 coins pass by. But you can go, as we were talking about earlier, where you don't even need the 5 extra coins. You can buy the shell even at the 50. It's just more precise, and I wish I could tell you the frame window, but I don't know. Also, we're unlocking World 8 since there's only half a circle less of rotation, since we have to get the bowling ball anyways. Then before World 6.
Also, another reason to unlock World 8 right there is for an RNG manipulation that we're going to be doing after fighting K. Rool.
Oh yes, you can, if you know it.
Yeah, I don't know if you do that, but it's possible to manipulate the RNG in the first bonuses of 8-1.
Trying to barrel jump 'cause it's a marathon, but I messed up.
I noticed.
It's fine.
It went the way I thought it would.
I'm pretty good at barrel jump, so figured I'd try it. Also, I went down a little too early in my queue, but that's okay.
Yeah, deboosting there is not intentional, but
it's faster than.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a fast mistake, I would say.
It's a fast mistake. Yeah,
it's a fast.
I guess so. I really like this level, by the way. This is when done optimally, one of my favorite levels to execute in the entire game. Yeah, thank you for the Void Dog Pyramid, Liquefy. It really helps to stream out.
It's like the any percent strats I'm getting, but the 103 strats I'm failing, I'm noticing.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
Something worth noting about this level is that it wasn't really properly tested, so yeah, Blue's gonna be able to fly past a lot of the bees that are positioned in these narrow corridors where it looks like you can't fly past them, but you totally can because of the way the parrot's hitbox and the walls hitbox interact with each other.
This is one of my favorite tricks, is squeezing in between this, which you definitely are supposed to take damage there.
Yeah, what squeeze?
Yeah, that was a good squeeze.
That's fine. If Lou had been able to keep the Kong past that copter guy, you would have been able to take damage on that copter guy that was hanging in that horseshoe structure.
Yeah.
Which saves a good chunk of time.
So
here though, ideally Blue would keep. Okay, there you go. I was about to say, ideally you want to keep both Kongs for the second bonus because it's much faster to have 2 Kongs for this one because you're gonna make use of some team throws.
I don't know how to do the team throw. I just 2-1. I just fall and I missed a star and I'm sad.
Yep.
Oh, I don't usually miss a star. Oh, that's fine, I guess. We'll just lose 12 seconds.
Time save, no!
That was 13 seconds, actually. Nice.
I get 19 usually in that bonus, but I also don't do the 2-1 jump strats.
Oh, I get low 21.
Baron. Okay, so here's the deal about our boy, the bear, Benny and Bjorn. So the wrench that Blue got earlier before getting into this world, he's going to be using it to unlock the Banana Bird Cave in this world. And that's like the whole reason of routing the bear coins the way they're routed is you want to do the shopping sequence before entering World 6 so that you don't have to revisit World 6 a second time after you get enough bear coins to do the whole trading sequence, which used to be done at the end of the run. But yeah, doing World 6 in one trip saves about 20 seconds.
Yeah, so now we don't care about bear coins. If we collect them, we collect them. But
yeah, exactly. Now bear coins aren't something we need to worry about anymore for the rest of the run. Now the thing we need to worry about is giving a Burn Your Rope update because we have entered the best level in the game, which is a 2.5 minute long auto-scroller.
Before that, we already gave shoutouts to Glenn for Glenn Cameron. Give shoutouts again to Glenn for this bonus. This is Glenn Strat for first bonus. And literally, this is just a setup so that way at the very end we land as close to the B as possible so we can jump and get the coin. So shoutouts to Glenn again.
That's Glenn again. All right. Do you have a Burn Your Rope update, Blue?
Yeah, I am not doing the greatest, but it's okay. We're doing this for a good cause, and we're doing this for donations for Gerri, and I thank you for supporting Gerri. That's all I got.
Burn Your Rope update. On that note, like if you guys have donations to read, like now is like the perfect time.
Yeah. Even after this, we got the banana cave, so there's like loads of time.
Yeah, that's like an extra minute or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing yet, but get those donations in. And also, Adventure Potato, if you're in the chat, I still don't know where your $20 is going. So let me know.
I can't believe Adventure Potato hasn't manifested themselves since the donation. Unbelievable.
Maybe he wants some Ligma too.
What's Ligma?
Deja vu.
Deja vu or deja heard?
Oh man. Slippy, no.
Slippy, no. Oh man, this level sucks.
Yeah. When's the task skip going to be RTA viable?
Well, I don't know. It looks hard to do, so
Isn't it like 20 frame perfect things in a row or something like that off screen?
Yeah, it's like you have to climb the rope frame perfectly off screen. It's very, very
Arbitrary.
impossible.
That too.
Yo, Adventure Potato is here. Alright, Adventure Potato, you have $20 on your name at the moment.
We did also just get a donation, or at least I just saw it, from Funyuns, $21. The Fitness Gram TM Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin when Crunchy Brown successfully ingests his body weight in Dorito. What?
All right.
Thank you, Funyuns.
I like
Thank you
that
for
pasta.
the donation. Am I supposed to have Kitty? I think? No, I'm supposed to have Dixie. I'm supposed to swap, I think. I don't remember. It's fine.
If you're Kitty in front, at the end you just swap. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're Dixie. See, it all works out.
Yay!
Totally planned.
Calculated.
Calculated. If you can't see, don't worry. It's okay. I know where I'm going. Took that a little slow to make sure I didn't die right before half, because knowing me and the way the run's going. Oh, now we're back to Kitty. Okay, cool. I just gotta either take damage or swap at the end now. This is just like, yeah, this is really just a backup run, the way it's going. That's just fine. It happened.
A backup run.
Oh, okay. Oh, I expected to take damage, not gonna be a lie. I didn't mean to do that last lunge. It's okay. I mean, you missed 13, but that was pretty good. Got far worse.
I can get a
other
13,
bonuses.
yeah, with lunging in this bonus. That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I used to not do that. The time
Awesome.
saves.
The time say, hey, and we're Dixie. See? Look at that. All those D boosts, totally calculated.
Yeah, totally calculated.
Totally intended. I'm supposed to be solo Dixie, yep.
You're not supposed to be solo Dixie, but you're supposed to have Dixie in front.
The runner's always right.
I am the runner.
Oh, I missed the... I was trying to go for the... You know what? I don't care. I was trying to go for the DK barrel and the skip.
Yeah, so you can skip this squawk section if you do a good enough roll at the start with Dixie, good enough roll into glide with Dixie, or you can do a 2-1 jump like Blue just did. But obviously...
Which saves literally no time at all. Actually, we lost time.
obviously it's slower when you end up doing the 2-1 jump, but hey, swag.
It's marathon. It's fine. I wanted to do it. Also, 2-1 jumps are also one of my favorite tricks. And Ellie comes back. Whoa!
Yeah, so we need Ellie for this bonus right here. Otherwise, we can't reach it.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay, you know the thing about this bonus.
Yeah, I was trying to get the 14, but I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's actually science that I did way back in the day for that bonus. If you hold up after you dismount Ellie, you can remount her instantly, but you have to hold up on the D-pad. Okay, safe.
What is this run?
Things happened. You can probably still PB.
That's the sad part.
Like I don't know what the time is looking at right now, or even if you have a timer going.
I have the timer going right now, yeah.
Okay.
Right now, my best pulse time's at 157, if you can believe that.
Dude, let's go! Sub 2, the insane run is still alive! Let's go!
What makes this sad? Oh, we just lost it. It's now 158.01.
I mean, sub 2 is still possible. What do you mean? What did we lose? We lost nothing.
You know how sad that is?
What do you mean? Sad? What's your PB again in this category?
204.
204? Dude.
Suck at this category. I don't say I suck at this category, just I don't run it.
Wait, what did you say?
I wouldn't say I suck at this category, I just don't run it. So my PB has so much mistakes and deaths.
Yeah.
If this PB this is gonna be kind of funny. It's totally doable.
Yeah, I'll be featured in your 103 PB if you PB. So
yeah.
Hi YouTube in advance.
Hi YouTube. You know what the sad part is all my time save is just because it's World 8. World 8 was the worst World 8 in existence.
What about your time save?
It's all in World 8. It's all in Krematoa.
Yeah?
I'm like plus 143 right now, and I can easily be like minus like 2 minutes leaving Krematoa.
That sounds like a 103 speedrun. Hey, I've never heard of a 103 speedrun having time save in Krematoa before. Oh, by the way, Perry is making a comeback here because you need Perry to get the second bonus. And if you failed the bonus, you're very boned. You pretty much have to death warp and try this level again.
Yo, death warp hype?
Death warp pipe.
Should we death warp pipe for the fans?
Not if you want a PB still. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm also just saying it's a marathon, and like, you know, I can still make the estimate.
Yeah, but like, the fact that this is a marathon doesn't mean that you have to throw for content.
Throwing for content.
Throwing for content.
This is Barba. Barba is my favorite boss in DKC3. Oh no, actually K-Roll 2 is, but Barba comes in a very close second.
Yeah, the boss is something. The strats to fight him are very cool, but also very tricky. Especially phase 2. So like phase 1 is RNG reliant, depending on like where he spawns the clams on his sides. But for phase 2, Blue is gonna align himself here, and he's gonna dash at a very particular time so that ooh, this is getting dicey. But yeah, as you saw, like for the first hit, he was able to penetrate Barbosa's hitbox and make it so the missile hit the clam.
I have not done this casually in so long. Oh, that
and by the way,
got him.
Be careful! Be careful! Be careful!
God.
Okay.
Safe. Calculated.
Yeah, of course, of course. You were almost too high on the second hit. Alright, good. Good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Content.
Content hasn't been thrown
Getting these
yet.
fans on the edge of their seat, you know, popcorn in hand. It's all good.
Yeah, Demon, that was about like as big of a Barbo's party as you can have without dying. So. Anyways, World 7 incoming. World 7 is like the world that no one likes because it's full of garbage gimmicks. Except for this level. I like this level. This level is cool.
And 7-4.
The strats in this level are actually pretty fun.
7-4 is the best stage in the entire game.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, Blue is entitled to his wrong opinion.
I mean, you said it, but that is also a wrong opinion, so does it really count? I don't think so.
You know the opinion that we can all agree on? Is that Mechanos is World 3.
Yes, thank you. Alright, I'm glad we agree on something.
Yep.
Also, nice 10, nice 9, nice 8.
Nice start that you couldn't grab even after like jumping at it like 3 times.
Awesome. Nice hitbox.
Yeah, nice hitbox.
Kind of like that hitbox in Fireball. That was a great hitbox.
Dude, that's still like my favorite thing that has happened so far this run.
I still can't believe it happened. Like you could literally fit my entire finger in that gap.
I've played this game enough to know that like the way it happened, it totally makes sense as to why it happened. It doesn't make sense, but it still makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, this is the fun bonus, where you just literally just go up and down. It's great.
Yeah, up and down, up and down.
You just pray that you get lucky.
Optimally, you want to get a 14 in this bonus. I don't remember if I've ever gotten like maybe a 15. Maybe a 15 is possible if you get like insane RNG. But usually 14 is like what I shoot for in runs when I do that bonus. Alright, good skip.
I can nail all the any percent stuff. When it comes to 103 though,
yeah. When it comes to 103, see that Fireball Frenzy bonus.
yeah, thank you.
For a good example.
Not left up? No. I was gonna get the classic. Alright. So for the absolute worst RNG possible, 4 and 4. This is awesome. Keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so this level, the way the RNG works is it's seed-based, so the RNG is basically fixed when you enter the stage, and
holy moly.
God, this RNG sucks so far.
Between the green bananas, the hitboxes, man, this run does not like me. I don't think that's enough. Of course not. Yep, awesome.
Yeah. Okay, you're good on the left side at least.
Yeah. I should have 2-1 for these two, honestly, now I think about it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
There's a ton of variants in that bonus, as you can probably guess from the Ghost Barrel. There's like a pattern from that Ghost Barrel on the bonus where if you get it, then you can get like a really insane time of like, I think it's like either 30 or 31. Like you can get like a really crazy good time for that bonus.
This is blunt seed RNG right now, dude.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed. Alright.
Let's get this. There's one more chance, or 2 more chances for a blunt seed. We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, wait, no, maybe. We got one.
No blunt seed, no blunt seed. You got the best pattern for this one.
And then we'll never know about that because I messed that up. That's okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm keeping landing on the barrel.
Just jump forehead.
Okay, we take those. Okay, I got lucky. That's fine. We'll take those.
Not bad, not bad.
I would say the opposite, but sure.
Fourth try DK coin, but not bad still.
I hate to break it to you, but we're not sub 2 pace anymore.
Already? What the heck?
Nope.
What happened? You were 158.01 after which
Ropey.
level was it?
After Ropey.
After Ropey, you were one. Oh yeah, I guess you botched Barbos, and
Yep.
this level was tragic.
Yep.
Man, so you already lost 2 minutes. That's rough. That's rough.
And in 7-1-2, yep.
That's rough. All right, well,
Oh, yeah.
can still get sub 201 though.
Can still
Copium.
sadly PB.
Can still PV copium.
Copium.
Is that
Monkasteer.
Monkasteer? Okay, so let's talk about Lightning Lookout for a little bit. The way the RNG, not the RNG, but the way the lightning works in this level, well, there's like a bit of RNG about it, but essentially it's about like 1 out of 3 lightning strikes will actively try to kill you. So you want to pretty much like route your movement around that.
How Doomsday explained it to us is it's like the exact same as Strawberry Milkshake Factory, where there's that green marker that follows you, but it's invisible, off screen, and above us.
Very comprehensive.
I always thought it was interesting. It kind of stuck with me
Yeah.
because it does make sense.
Also something worth noting is breaking a barrel and deboosting will reset the lightning cycle, so that's another way to route around the lightning strikes.
For this, you can kind of manipulate the lightning a bit. When you do a jump, you want to let go of the D-pad when the lightning's just about to strike. And for whatever reason, because the lightning goes by your movement, it moves the lightning to the very far edges of the screen, left or right. So it doesn't actually bother you when you grab the green
Nice.
bananas.
Alright, good ending.
Thank you. This is my favorite level in any percent. And in 103, I don't know if it's my favorite level, but this is my favorite level of DKC3 in general. I'm not going to go for that, actually. Because I
In
forgot.
103, it's still alright.
Yeah. But still, I just love the design of this level so much. And this was one of my first levels that I grinded the IL for. I just had so much fun with it. There's the hot bluebeary26 lore. Oh, I thought I am okay. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least you entered the barrel.
Yeah. Very consistent. That's when it's not.
It is consistent, but I still always grab Kitty, just in case I don't get that bounce on the recoil properly.
Oh,
So I at least have a good backup.
how much slower is that?
And negligible, you end up grabbing Kitty anyways in pipeline.
Yeah, but that's from water though. Does that make a
Okay,
difference?
so you lose like, I guess, 30 frames or whatever.
Huh.
Oh god, dude, yeah.
Wait, what?
Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Like,
I
you bounce on the first barrel like so low.
Even though, like, I thought it'd be
I honestly almost thought that you were gonna bounce on I thought the barrel that you bounced on, I thought it was gonna kill you.
Huh.
Like dead ass. Any knob polishers? 1.
The
Yeah,
same
see?
thing
Like,
happened.
The
Hello?
exact same thing, yep.
Insert meme that's never happened before, because it honestly hasn't.
Well, boys, I think the sub 201 is dead, but the sub 202 might still be on the table.
God.
Is this still your favorite level in 103 Blue?
I told you I don't know if it is or not. For any percent, yes, absolutely, it's my favorite level, without a doubt.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, like, that's what you should have done the first time. Bounce on that barrel instead of the one
That's
after.
so dumb. Well, I've never done that before, like ever, till now.
Yeah, and you've done it twice.
Yeah. The heck.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Awesome.
Alright, so Poisonous Pipeline, the gimmick in this level is your left and right controls are reversed as long as you're in the water.
Or in the poison.
Yeah, you're in the water.
And Enguarde's gills must have some sort of filter attachment because it can easily just survive and be happy. I think that was the first bonus that went right in like 2 worlds.
Just gonna butt in with a quick donation here. $5 from Dayman. Says DKC block has been fantastic. Let's keep the party going through the rest of the great runs we have this evening. We need to see some swag strats later, by the way. So if you have any swag strats you can do, feel free.
Oh,
Alright,
good.
Get loose, Blue. Get loose.
Payroll 2 is coming up, and boy, do I love that.
Yeah. Blue has a knack for strats that are both ridiculously hard and hardly save anything.
Yeah. I like the double 2 ones at the end of 5-3.
Yeah, I like double 2 ones.
Obviously, everyone does.
Yeah, I mean, everyone would do them if 2-1 jumps weren't frame perfect.
I mean,
like if this game had DKC 2-1 jumps, I would probably do the same ending that you did in 5-3. Just because of how much time it saves.
yeah, 2.5, I think? 2.5 or 3, something like that.
Yeah, I think the second one saves the most.
No, the first one saves more.
The first one saves more? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Second one is Lakeside, I know that. If you don't get it first try, it loses time. You get it first try, it saves 1 second. But I don't know how long the waterfall skip 2-1 jump saves. No idea.
Alright, so anyways, plot twist, Carol is the final boss. Shocker.
Alright, so it's going to be a little awkward with 2 Kongs. I'm really consistent with it as solo Dixie, but I'm going to try me can hit with 2 Kongs.
Yeah,
So,
the whole fight is based around pulling those handles and using those barrels that spawn to hit Carol's backpack with it.
Right, here we go. Here we got it.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's one swag strat.
Is it swag if it saves time, though?
Well, technically not, but
K-Roll
for all
2
intents
is
and purposes,
by far
this
my
is a
favorite
swag
boss.
strat. God, I can't believe that it worked. that was probably like last possible frame that you could have gotten this.
Was it? I short hopped, not full hopped. I think like I had extra room.
Doesn't matter. Like you were, I feel like you were really close to getting a hit from K-Roll when you pulled the handle. But we're through.
We're through. So in any percent, you do this as solo Dixie, but with 103, you do this with Kitty. So now we got another intermission, kind of like Burn Your Rope. This is Save Your Kongs update.
Yeah, this doesn't last very long, but this is another reason to play on the U version. So for whatever reason, this cutscene is much longer on Japanese, like about 20 seconds longer or something like that.
Yeah. That and the bears, for whatever reason, whenever you exit a bear house, you have to wait like 12
Yeah, every
more years.
bear takes longer on Japanese, yeah, forgot about that. Every bear and every banana bird cave as well.
But in J version, when you black out levels and re-enter levels, it's faster. So I've always had the theory that like that compensates with the bear houses, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're reset as soon as the credits start because we don't need to watch the credits. They're 11 minutes long and we got a speedrun left to do. So now we're done with World 7, we can go ahead and do World 8. We could have done World 8 earlier, but
Let's try it.
unlocking the levels in World 8 depends on the amount of bonus coins that you own. You need to pay this guy
Didn't get
called
it.
Boomer.
Shocker. Didn't get
Yeah.
it. So there's a trick called Boomer Skip, and you're gonna see it possibly 2 more times during cleanup, where when you accept to pay, then you press B again 2 frames later, exactly 2 frames later, and you save a lot of time.
Yeah, it's very complex, but essentially you can like skip the cutscene of the bear talking to you after you clear the last text box. There are a couple more opportunities to do that. This run, it's not just about it's not just Boomer that where it's available for you to do that.
Yeah, there's twice in cleanup that you can do it too, with Barnacle and whatever the other name guy is, the Shell guy and the Rose guy.
Well, Barnacle is the shell guy, and Bramble is the rose guy.
Bramble, that's it. I remember Barnacle, I forgot Bramble. It's all
Yeah.
good. They all start with B. They're all bears. They all do the same thing.
You know what else starts with B?
These
Banana.
nuts got them.
Green banana bonuses,
that's
which
two.
this level has 3 of them. Also, these nuts doesn't start with B, idiot.
Everything starts with B if you put your imagination to it.
Yeah, well... Imagine dragging these nuts across your face. Got 'em.
Ah. Alright, so this is what I was
Okay,
mentioning
so hey,
before
we
with Perry.
have Ellie the elephant and Perry the parallel bird in the same level. And this is an auto scroller. This is like the best level ever. Yay!
I actually really like the speed that you get, and I always have but conversations with DNA of how I wish that this speed was throughout the entire game when you use Ellie.
Yeah. If only Ellie had a charge ability like that rhinoceros.
I almost lost Perry there.
Yeah.
So you want to keep Perry to the very end. We're going to do a tensional D boost here.
Yeah, the D-boost is to fix your Kong order after you become Kongs again, essentially.
Yeah, because we want Kitty
so-
in front.
So Blue's now in the clear. Nice, nice.
So this bonus really sucks, and it's because there is a green banana above the red bee, and if you lose Perry at any point, you have to redo the entire stage all over again.
Yep, because Perry is what gives you the bonus barrel, and you only have 1 shot at it. Very spooky.
Yeah, it's hasn't claimed a lot of runs, thankfully, but it has claimed a couple. And the ones it claims usually is on good paces. But because this run sucks,
Of
we all
your
know
runs?
it's first try guaranteed.
I haven't lost a run to this bonus in a hot minute, but yeah, this is a run killer. Like every level in this world is a run killer.
My gold is at.
You golded that 8-1?
Yep.
Jesus, dude.
So this is a non-Koza's favorite level.
Yeah, this level's sick.
Run.
Also, this bonus is pretty funny.
Shouts to my boy Anankos.
Remember when I mentioned earlier about the Kong's hitbox still being active after you throw it? Oh, Blue fucked it up.
Hold on. Shh, shh. Nothing happened. It was intended. Shh. Keep talking.
Alright, first try. Totally.
Totally first try.
Blue totally got an easy strat first
Easy
try.
strat
Totally.
Every time without fail.
Yep. Never done an easier strat than that. Alright, so here's a cool thing about this level. So the zips that happened earlier in the run, like you saw a zip in World 2, you saw a zip in Riverside Race. You can zip in this level as well, using those steel kegs that are bouncing you upwards. There's a zip coming up, like right here, in fact. Very nice. Those zips work the same way as the ones that have been executed earlier in this run. And Blue is actually doing like a safer route of this level. Like the optimal way of doing this level does like probably like half a dozen zips at least. Like if not probably like closer to like 8.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah. It does, like if you watch like a Beat Krematoa run, like you'll see how insane this level really is.
Now I'm curious. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
That was a nice bonus. 19 is about the best you can get.
We have to go right there to spawn the barrels, or else by the time we get up here, the barrels aren't going to be spawned.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the tin cans don't spawn after you get out of this barrel.
First
they don't
try.
spawn right
Nice.
away. Alright, nice zip. Nice.
That was actually a really good A2, minus what happened at the coin.
And you even got first try in the bonus. Like you got the easy strat in the bonus first try.
And
Totally
I gold at
first try.
A2 again. Wow. Good Krematoa. I'm not going to go for that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
jump over these guys is pretty tight. Y'all, dude, you almost got hit like 3 times. Alright.
Alright, well, we didn't get the 2-1, so now I'm a sad boy. You can 2-1 right to the squitter, which is a little more time save.
I don't think I knew that.
Huh. Well, now you do.
Yo, thank you for highlighting your message, Calcium Lemon. Really helps the stream out.
So this is Web Lotto?
Yeah, Web Lotto. Totally Web Lotto.
Sometimes the keg like that just
There you
doesn't want to go through the
It will
web.
clip through the web.
And I don't
you'll have to wait
understand
for another
why.
cycle. It happens.
So this is why I do a web escort. This is the strat I came up with. So I just kind of escort this web here, and it gets me to this point, and then I unload it. So I do 1 jump and then it's kind of nice. A little cute. Cute strat. Yeah.
It's not even faster, but
Well, it's not faster because I screwed it up, mister.
it's not faster, but it's
faster.
cute. Yeah.
I'll make it faster somehow. I'll make my cute web
Okay, yeah.
faster.
Come
Companion web.
back when you get a 15 in that bonus.
I will get a 16 just to mock you.
How about you get a 17, bitch?
Hey, 16 first. Better than your 15.
No, ask for a 15 because 14 is the time you usually get in that bonus.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
Yeah. Dude, I thought you were gonna say, well, I'm gonna like, one up you again with my 18. Also taking damage there is not intended. Ideally, Blue would have kept both his Kongs for the 3rd bonus because once again,
Oh my god.
making use of the hitbox of your Kong that is being thrown. But hey, that's warp hype. So now Blue will be able to give it another shot at bringing both of his Kongs to the end.
I don't even know how to get there fast, so I just...
We got some channel point redemptions in the chat room. Pidge, thank you for redeeming. Gamergrass.
Where am I? Oh, I know where I am.
Yeah, now you know where you are.
Oh, I don't know what to do. That's fine.
You should
See?
skip the guy.
I don't know.
No, you didn't skip the guy. No. No, you took damage. No.
I forgot it was one jump. This is fine, all right. This is fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Get to see the full extent of this amazing, wonderfully designed bonus.
This bonus with only one Kong sucks massive balls. By the way.
Yeah, it's not exactly the greatest, but I mean, it's all good. I can make that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, 26 is not the worst, actually. I've seen way worse in that bonus with only one Kong.
You know what the sad part is? Out of all of this, I can still PB.
Your face got him?
Yeah, that too. But I can also PB.
You can still PB?
Yep.
Yo, can chat like inhale a good dose of copium for us? Like Blue can still PB.
I can actually still PB. Yeah, 203
Yeah.
right now. This can still
get it.
203.
The sub 204, boys.
I can sub 204 still. Yeah.
Yep.
It's on life support. Not gonna lie, but I mean, it's still possible.
Yeah. Like after you told me that you lost like 2 minutes between like Barbos and Creepy Caverns, I was like, God damn. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I've been reaching over to my copium since then.
You want to hand some to me too while I bonk my bird into the tree?
No, you need to finish your run first. Then you can have some copium.
Fine, be that way. Selfish.
Yeah.
Well, it actually worked.
It's not being selfish. I'm being merciful. I'm letting you concentrate for the remainder of this very epic Krematoa.
This actually is a really
like,
good Krematoa.
Everything has been going like flawlessly this Krematoa, right?
Yeah, good Krematoa minus Tyrant Twin Tussle. This has actually been going by really well. Which is ironic because usually World 8 goes really bad and the rest of the run goes really good, and this time it's the opposite. There's a bird there.
Alright, safe.
Safe.
This bonus is kind of dangerous.
Alright, gamers, we have literally 2 more bonuses left.
Yay! Which means that the run's almost over, right? Right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, here are a couple more zips. Oh, never mind. That's not a zip.
I'm actually not sure how that failed.
I think you threw too late. I remember like having that exact problem happen to me like I think five or six times in a row when I did my 103 run at GDQ.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that exact mistake that happened to you. I was so confused. No, you missed 1 star. No.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Honestly, I don't. Alright, so that was the
There's
last
another zip coming up. Yeah, I see what you did wrong.
that one time I did. I threw too early.
No, you were too far to the right when you went for the zip. You should have been closer to the door frame.
Oh, I thought I was too far right. Huh.
Yeah, that's probably the same thing that happened with the other zip.
Oh, okay.
If I were to take a guess.
TY info.
All right, so Blue here has another attempt at a boomer skip.
No, you only can get this boomer skip.
No, you can. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't get it, but I'm pretty sure you can.
The wiki's wrong then, because the wiki says you can't get the second if you don't get the first. That's how I learned this.
Well,
I don't know, man.
like I'm pretty sure. So I'm okay. So the way the zips work, if I'm not mistaken, like the wiki is probably wrong at that. But like if I recall correctly, like you can always attempt the first 2, but you can only attempt the 3rd one if you get the first one. or something like that. Like I would have to ask Anankas. Like Anankas knows more about the zips than I do.
Yeah, I mean, you know more about than I do. I'm just telling you what I know.
Well, here you go.
So Rocket Rush is actually incredibly hard to optimize. I tried optimizing.
Yeah, this level is actually sick. I love this level. Optimizing the descent
crap, I
is.
hit that red bee.
That's one pipe.
Now, finally, PB is dead. Finally.
Sag.
Out of all that we went through, we unfortunately cannot PB anymore.
Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying about this level? This level is sick. Optimizing the descent is actually really cool, but it's also like pretty difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard. I tried optimizing this.
Yeah, like what you saw, what happened with Blue. Like Blue bonked a bee the wrong way, and because of the momentum that he had, he got yeeted into the cliffside and he exploded.
And sometimes
you got halfway though, so there's that. But you ran out of fuel, so that's why you died. Because you didn't grab the first fuel can.
And sometimes as well, when you hit a red bee, you ascend upward a little bit, and it's very annoying. I've got an IL before where like.
Yeah, so the reason why the reason why that happens, Blue, is because you're essentially like landing on the bee, so that's why like the rocket propels you upward when that happens. So like you don't wanna like go down like vertically on the bee. Like you always wanna dodge them.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay, so now we have the real final boss left, and after that we've got about 5 minutes of Simon Says left of the run.
Yeah. This is gonna get so close to PB. I'm gonna be so sad. I don't remember how long K-Roll 2 is.
140?
So 205 maybe? It's my 205?
I don't know.
Mathematically speaking?
I don't see your timer, so you tell me, gamer.
I'm at 157.28 right now.
157.28 going into K-Roll. Yeah, so if you do K-Roll right, you're gonna leave K-Roll like around a low 159. And then clean up. Yeah, this is probably like 205 pace, maybe like high 204. Depending on what happens in cleanup.
Oh, that's so sad.
So I guess I should talk a little bit about this fight. So what Blue is gonna be doing, like for this cycle in particular, is like he's gonna time that tin can throw in such a way that for this hit right here, as soon as the lightning despawns, he's gonna jump and attempt to hit K-Roll right there. He unfortunately missed it, but that's not that big of a deal. Just gonna have to wait a little bit. All right, there you go.
So a fun fact, you see that center thing above K-Roll 2 right now? When that bar goes to left or right side, that's going to tell us where the lightning's going to come from.
Yeah. For the longest time, no one knew why that needle was doing what it did. Okay, so Dixie for this fight is like terrible. Wait, don't you know the cheese?
I pressed pause, but I mean the game had different suggestions, man.
It's all
good. It's all good.
But yeah.
I didn't want the estimate to be way too low.
Yeah, you did.
It's okay.
Yeah, you didn't want to get that 205, turns out.
Nope. Who
So,
wants
what was
a
I saying?
205?
Yeah,
Why 205? When you can, like, 208, you know?
Yeah, so what I was about
crap!
to say is... Okay, well, I guess...
I was gonna die.
What I was about to say is... Fighting this guy with Dixie is awful. So, yeah, Blue taking a Death Warp here is very, very reasonable. Blue?
Yeah? What's up, Floyd?
Okay, safe. I was like, wait, why are you killing Dixie on the 3rd hit instead of the 4th hit?
I thought it was... I counted wrong. I was concentrating too hard. I didn't want to die again. So
Miscounted. But yeah, so...
Oh, no, this way. No, that's okay. Fine. Okay.
Yeah, so killing off Dixie there saves time for the cleanup because having only one Kong while moving on the overworld is faster. Also, I'm surprised that you grabbed the gyrocopter before doing Bounty Beach.
I forgot, and I was trying to get myself out of Funky, but I was already in Funky.
Fair enough.
That's all right.
Yeah,
You're supposed to grab this beach and then
very minor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for a lot of Simon Says minigames. They start to get pretty long and tricky. Like there are several, there will be several Banana Bird caves with 7 or 8 inputs to
it starts with 6,
executed.
I think 3 or 7, 3 or 8, and the last one's 9.
Yeah, something like that. I don't exactly remember. All right, another attempt at a bear skip right here.
Nope.
Get it.
If I get even one of them, it's a miracle. Alright, here comes the memory marathon here.
Do you write them down?
I am, yes. This is now a tool-assisted speedrun.
There's essentially like nothing else happening for like the next like few minutes until Blue is done with his run. Let me ask you guys in the chat room, did you enjoy this 103 run? If so, please press 1 in the chat room.
Also, if you enjoy the commentary, please follow and subscribe Void at void.tv.
Yeah. And if you enjoyed the Death Wars from Blue, please follow and subscribe to bluebeary26.
Those last two, I was like mid writing them down, then I was really easy, so I just memorized. But now they're in the 8s. These last two are going to be 8. The last 3 was 8. Nice. 4 X's into an A, 3 Y's. Masterful.
Easy game.
Alright, so we just got the flowers, the last possible bear skip, and then...
Yep.
Isn't it nice, Void, that a 103 run ends in World 3? Isn't that convenient?
Yeah!
I thought it was too.
By the way, Mechanos is World 3.
Mechanos is World 3. Totally sub 2.
Mechanos is World Forehead. That's a pretty 3-head comment, Demon Smalls.
Demon, I love you. So that right there, at the very end of the run, if you didn't save, it's the first time entering Wrinkly Cave, you actually soft lock.
Yeah.
So that's the only, literally the only reason why we save. Alright, timer ends when it fades out. Done.
Run.
Let's run. I got 207.42.
You're 742.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Beat the estimate, dude.
Hell yeah.
Go gamers.
Thank you for having me.
Shout out or show off before heading off here?
No, I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and thank you, Void, for the commentary. I always love commentating with you. That's all I got.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Gamer Blue. It was a pleasure. It was fun to commentate. And yeah, thanks to Speed Docs for having us. Super event that you guys put together. That was awesome. And wishing you guys good luck on the rest of the marathon.
All right, thank you so much. We're gonna take it back to intermission, and when we come back, I'll be handing off the host for the night.